As a publisher, I would say we're committed to RTB and programmatic. We've been doing this for about 4 years now, and when I say committed, meaning everything that we don't put into a reservation in our guaranteed ad server, that all goes into our ad exchange, all of it. And that's evolved over the last 3 or 4 years to more than just display inventory, now including mobile and in-app inventory, as well as the next evolution, which is to not only do RTB, but also guaranteed programmatic direct as well. The app developers, we love them obviously, and they develop good key apps, not just for Windows Phone, but also for the Windows 8 operating system. In terms of how we work with them, we bring a monetization service in terms of programmatic demand lit up on our ad exchange through AppNexus. So they can plug into our SDK and get ads serviced from all the different demand partners that we work with already. For me, a direct sale could be a programmatic sale. I think we'll, over time, say direct versus indirect less and less, and say, do you want to buy something with an insertion order, which comes with a managed service or a reservation, or do you want to buy it programmatically where the buyer is in control of defining the audience, defining the flighting and all that. So for us, I see them coming together, and the products are what people are trying to buy. How they wish to do it will depend on whether or not it's guaranteed with an IO or programmatic through RTB. But eventually, they won't have to make that decision. It could just be programmatic or non. Video programmatically has nothing but incredible demand. Right now, we have very high quality video inventory that gets close to sold out virtually every day. So it makes it challenging for us to put a secondary market out there for video. Eventually, I think you'll see that the differentiation between the primary and secondary market for video will come together as well, and we'll be able to offer more video through programmatic channel. But today, it's constrained by how much strong demand there is for video with a reservation. Where we are, I think there are elements of programmatic that are pretty well established. For one, I think the open marketplace has hit a maturation point where publishers can put their inventory into an open marketplace, leverage the controls that are out there from whatever tool they're getting, and get better monetization than they could 4 years ago pre-RTB. Where it's going next will be an evolution of the private marketplace, which is usually transacted through something like a deal ID, as well as landing how do we do programmatic guaranteed, automated guaranteed, media that today has to be done through an insertion order. Tomorrow, how does that happen machine to machine? That'll be the next evolution. You go back 4 years, originally when we made the decision to go from our own proprietary RTB technology to leveraging someone like AppNexus, because that's their business, is programmatic and RTB. The reason why we made that decision 4 years ago were the controls that were in place. The power of their creative audit and the services teams that they provide enabled us to feel comfortable putting all of our inventory into our ad exchange. So platforms like Skype and Outlook.com and MSN that have very, very high creative standards, very, very high benchmarks in terms of the creative that's allowed on the site, we needed a partner that had those tools in place in order to feel good about putting all of our inventory into our RTB marketplace. That's evolved since then. That was the original decision. Now we're working with them on all sorts of new things, including private deals. We've also leveraged them in order to take our app inventory to market, something that's not very traditional, something that's not like the browser. It takes a lot of work from both the Microsoft end and the AppNexus end. So they've been great partners helping us take our RTB business to the next level.